Silverstar here. This is going to be my second episode in English from today, although I'm not really sure if I am going to be able to upload it today because it takes a lot of time for me to upload videos right now because of my potato internet. And so I am going to be reviewing today's episode, and this is going to be my first episode ever of One Piece manga in this channel, and I am really excited. This episode was a little bit bittersweet, sort of. There was a lot of introduction to many characters, so I am not going to say that this was like the perfect episode, but there was a moment of this episode which got me really hype. And so I'm going to go there in just a moment. But this episode was good, I would say. We got an introduction to many of the guests to the tea party of Big Mom's for the wedding ceremony. And to be honest, there was so much information, just like my episode of Shokugeki no Soma. There was so much information about noodles, which I didn't care about. In this case, it was not as bad, of course. It was an introduction to many of the guests, like all the different people from the black market. They were called the emperors of the underworld who work under Big Mom or with Big Mom, and they were invited to the party. And some of them were a little bit more interesting than others, but it was just so much information that I just couldn't handle it. And we also got an introduction, not an introduction, but we saw something like a flashback about Jinbei talking to his crew and telling them basically I want you to run away because whatever happens, happens, and if we do not succeed with the assassination plan on Big Mom's, then I want you all to escape and get the whatever you want to fill in the blank out of here. So yeah, it was something like a little bit sad, and I could see a little bit of foreshadowing in this episode because Jinbei was saying that at some point I am going to be joining the Straw Hats, and if I ever give my life for my captain, which is going to be Luffy, it's not really a matter of if, it's more like a matter of when. And we are not really sure if that is going to happen right now. We already know that Jinbei was pretty much willing to give his life for Luffy for quite some time now, because in some regards it could be because of his relationship with Ace and Whitebeard, because we know Whitebeard protected the Gyojin Island, the Fishman Island. We know he was the one protecting it, and so Jinbei had a fight with Ace many years ago, and after that fight, he became a little bit like caring or something. He cared deeply for Ace and then Luffy, and they worked together trying to save Ace, although they were not able to save Ace. But we could see at the Marineford arc that Jinbei risked his life many times trying to protect Luffy. Whatever the reason was, even after that, Jinbei acknowledged Luffy for who he was, even though he was not really related to Whitebeard, but he was still related to Ace, and he respected Luffy. And so we knew at Fishman Island, oh, and by the way, Luffy also saved Fishman Island and became the new protector. And so Jinbei, even though, and we had the scene where they transferred blood to Luffy from Jinbei, so that was pretty cool. But the thing is, I'm sorry that I went away with the conversation on that, but the thing is that we know Jinbei respects Luffy a lot, and to be honest, it makes me a bit sad that Jinbei is considering all of this right now. And I really don't want to see Jinbei dying on Luffy so early, because I mean, it's like, oh yeah, I'm here, I just joined, oh, I'm dead. So I really don't think Oda is going to be doing that. By the way, Oda is the writer of the story, Ichiro Oda, and yeah, he's pretty much like a legend, like a legend anyways. And so I don't really think Oda is going to be going into that, but I really hope it doesn't, because it will be really, really sad. But at the same time, it can be expected that if they take down one of the emperors, which to be honest, I really don't think the assassination plan is gonna work, I think there is going to be like such a turmoil, and then somehow they are going to manage to escape, but I really think someone is gonna die. And I'm not really sure. It's not going to be any one of these Straw Hats, that's for sure. But maybe from the Germa 66, or maybe even Jinbei, or Capone, maybe. I'm not really sure. Especially because, and the hype moment of the episode was Dogtooth Charlotte. And I really wasn't expecting to see someone that high in the bounty. This is so far the highest bounty we have ever seen in One Piece. And it is 1 billion, yeah, with a B, 1,000,000,057. So yeah, it's even bigger than the 1 billion bounty from Jack, which was the first place until just now. And this guy freaking shoots jelly beans like bullets. And his observation haki is so freaking strong that he can see into the future, even if just a few seconds. So I am really wondering, first of all, is he going to fight during the wedding ceremony, which is very likely? And also, Capone already knows that he is there, and he knows he can see into the future. So how is Capone expecting to be able to beat his his foresight? How is he going to be able to break that? Because we know that Capone needs 5 seconds of distraction to be able to kill Big Mom with one of those poisonous darts. And so I really don't know what's going to happen with that. I really don't think that Capone did not think through that. I mean, he should have expected he would be there, and he would be probably the worst opponent for him in that moment, because he should be able to see into the future. So I really don't know where this is going to go, and I already feel like this episode is going to be a little bit long. But just for the introduction of this guy, of Dogtooth Charlotte, I am going to be giving this episode an 8.5 out of 10, because yeah, it was not a perfect episode, and there was a lot of information and a lot of filler. There was so many big screenshots with so many different text globes. It was very tiring. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So today, unfortunately, I don't think I will be uploading a video on Boku no Hero Academia. It is actually one of my favorite mangas right now, but there really isn't something, well, there is some interesting things. You know, actually I will be uploading that video right now. So, I mean, filming it. So, I really appreciate your viewership, guys. I am going to be uploading more videos now than before. And I really just didn't want to start something that I knew someday later I was not going to be able to continue. So but I am getting a little bit more of a hold to my schedule now. I know what to expect. I know how tired I can be at some points, and I know that my internet capabilities and my video editing capabilities are not the best right now. So I really need to be realistic on what I can do right now, because I gave you a freaking huge list of what I was going to be reviewing. I know, I'm sorry for that. So I may be cutting out a few things from the list. I will let you know later on, but still, thank you very much, guys, and see you later. Bye-bye.